Hello there, my name is Carlo and this yoga practice focuses on a healthy and safe spine. We're gonna sit for the most part, so I suggest you grab a yoga block or a cushion or a folded blanket or anything that helps you sit higher, or just move to a chair or maybe a sofa somewhere comfy. You could potentially do the first part standing as well. And then we're going to move to lie down. We're going to try to relax and warm up the muscles that move along our spine. You're going to need a strap, and if you don't have one, just grab a belt or anything, any piece of clothing that you can just stretch in front of you like so. So I trust you're going to pause this video if you need to grab anything you need or just find a comfy seat or a stand. And once you do, let's start by checking in. For that, you can close your eyes, you can leave them open if that feels more comfortable. Just to see how you're feeling today. If sitting in stillness with your eyes closed is too triggering or just uncomfortable, you can gently sway side to side, tap your body if you feel like it, do anything that brings comfort and makes it easier for you to be here. And just check how you're feeling today, how your body is doing. I always like to start with my breath, because that's usually the quickest answer. If the breath is shallow and very quick, then I know something's going on, something's off, and I can inquire deeper. But if I'm able to gently slow down the breath, take deeper breaths in and exhale for longer, maybe inhaling with my nose, exhaling through my mouth, sighing gently, then I know I'm good. And this is just a suggestion for you. Seeing if there's any body part, any muscle in particular that is aching today or has been for a while. Is there anything you can do to help? Maybe that's fine and that's why you're here. So we're going to try to gently move and offer some release. I'd invite you while we're here to take a breath together. So finish whatever inhalation or exhalation you're at right now in your own pace. And then when you're ready, we're going to take an inhale together through the nose, barely growing. Exhale through the mouth, belly contracts. One more like this. You can bring your hand to the belly to feel it grow on the inhale and get smaller and emptier on an exhale. Come back to your natural rhythm. If your eyes were closed, you can gently open them again. And let's start. We're going to move through all the body parts surrounding the spine, starting with our neck. So just gently moving the neck, the head, left to right. But can you actually imagine this move is coming from your chin and not necessarily the neck? I find that once we let go of the neck, it's easier to relax it and bring some comfort. So imagine your chin is just drawing some half circles on a piece of paper from left to right in your own pace. Don't pull too hard, we just want to warm up the neck. And once you've got that, come back to the center and pull the chin in front of you. And then back, getting a double chin here probably. Few times like this. And then combining everything into a circle. Change direction. One more. And come back to center. Awesome, now we're going to move to our shoulders. So you can place your hands, your arms in front of you. And just like we did with moving our neck with our chin, we're going to move the shoulders with our shoulder blades. So bring your focus to the shoulder blades and see if they can pull apart away from each other and then come back together. We don't want to move the spine. We only want to move the shoulder blades. Your arms will move, of course. They're connected. But can you see how you move and warm up the shoulder joint without us necessarily bringing any focus there? Just your shoulder blades. And once you even it out, release the arms and let's move the shoulder blades up and pull down. Just a few more times like this. Oftentimes the muscles around the neck are already so tense from all the stress that we get on a daily basis that pulling your arms like this up and down will just create more tension. But if we're moving our shoulder blades now instead, do you feel anything different? Alright, shake it out. And now spread the arms wide and give yourself a hug. While we're here, you can gently sway left to right, maybe front to back. Maybe in circles. Breathing gently and warming up the entire spine. Come back to center, spread the arms wide again, and now switch the arm that's above in the hug and try twisting your body to the sides. Can your hips stay where they are? And can you just move from your belly button up? So we want to build strong spine in the lower part of our body to support us, and a more flexible one in the upper parts to help us move in all directions. You can go faster, or you can go as slow as you want. Come back to center, arms go wide. With an inhale, move them up as high as you want them. They don't have to go and touch the ears straight away. And now we're going to move to the side of our body. So turn to the left without placing the left hand. Go wide. With an inhale, move them up as high as you want them. They don't have to go and touch the ears straight away. And now we're going to move to the side of our body. So turn to the left without placing the left hand on the floor. Can you see how low can you get without the support? Trying to reach something above us with the right arm. High. And then release the left arm. If it's not touching the ground, grab a block, or I have a blanket here, so I'm just going to fold it a few times, and that's going to be easier for the side of the body. And while we're here trying to push as high to reach something high above, we can gently move the spine. So imagine there's something that you want to grab is now in front of you, lower. Come back up. And now it's behind us. So opening the chest to the ceiling. A few times like this. Or maybe you have a brush in your hand and you try to paint as much as possible. Maybe exhaling when you go down in front, inhaling when you open the chest. Head can follow or it can stay in one place. Come back to center and let's switch. So moving both arms up. If you need, now's the time to move the prop to the other side and just gently, actively moving to the side without resting that leg, that arm. If your legs have to lift off the floor, that's cool, that's okay. Trying to grab something that's high above us with the left arm now, growing in the left side of the body. Left ribs expanding here and release the right arm, the right hand onto the floor. Still trying to grab that something that's high. We don't have to go as low here. We want to stay up. And now that something moves to our level, somewhere in front. Come back up and behind. A few times like this. Come back to center, lift both arms and release them to sides. We're now going to move to cat-cow while we're there seated. So I usually tend to help myself with my arms on my lap, and with an inhale you're going to open the chest high up, chin follows, looking at the ceiling, trying to extend the spine. Exhale, curling the spine vertebrae by vertebrae, as if you wanted to hide between your arms. Inhale, back up, and now go in your own pace, just a few more times. If there's any movement you'd like to add here, maybe swaying to the sides, maybe looking left and right with your head, go for it. Maybe going in circles. And next time you're done with your exhale, come back to center. If you have a blanket somewhere handy, okay. Get it around this. A to jest po prostu dodane rowing with strap. Okay. Now grab the strap or whatever you're using as a strap and place it in front of you, keeping both ends in your hands. I'm probably going to go wider than this. Don't try to go as narrow as possible. Just go as wide as you're comfortably here. So keeping it in front of us with an inhale, lifting the strap up without expanding the ribs to the front. Exhale, trying to move it behind us with the arms stretched like this. Inhale, come back. Exhale in front. Can you try and separate the move here and just move your shoulders without your spine trying to help you, your ribs engaging? One more time. Come back up and now move to twist to the side with your arms extended like this. You can even try and lower the strap to get some extra side stretch while you're there. Come back to center and release. And we're going to move to lie down. So I'm going to remove the cushion that I had and take a blanket with me to use it as a pillow. If you have a pillow nearby, you can just use a pillow or a cushion or whatever works to lift your head while we lie down. So moving to lie down on the mat. Knees can be bent, they can be stretched on the floor, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And we're just going to gently move the neck left to right, gently massaging the head here. And next time you come back to the center, place your hands behind where your neck meets the head, where probably the line of your hair starts. With your fingertips, just gently massage that area to release some tension if there is any. If your legs were stretched along, please bend them now. Place your feet on the floor, gently lifting the head and shoulders. We don't want to activate the abs or any other muscles. We just want to be very gentle here and massaging the shoulder blades, moving from one side to the other. So it's almost as if I want to get my elbow closer to the corresponding knee, but it's only the direction, it's not what I actually want to do. And now you can move one elbow up and then the other very gently, just to massage the shoulder blades on the floor. Alright, come back to lying down. We're going to move into some very gentle twists here. So you can start with our legs, just lifting both feet off the floor and moving both of them to the right. The knee doesn't have to touch the floor. Come back to center, other side. Few more times like this, very gently moving from one side to the other. Back to center, release the legs. And now let's do the same thing with the arms. So lifting my left arm and very gently trying to push the shoulder blade off the mat and trying to reach my right hand. Back to center, other side. One more time on each side. And come back to center. If your knees are bent, you can move them just a little bit closer towards your bum. Lift the bum off the floor just a little, and then we can shake the bum off of the floor, trying to release all the muscles there. Slow down and come back to lying down. Now we're going to do the same with our limbs. So lifting both legs and arms and just shaking everything off. Slow down, come to a stop, stay here. Can you feel how heavy the limbs are now? Can you feel the blood flowing in them? And gently come back to lying down. And we're going to finish with our legs up. If there's a wall close by, I'd suggest you move that and grab a yoga block or any cushion that you're using. So the best way to get to a wall is sitting right next to it, resting the arm, and then just moving yourself down. And I'm gonna prop my hips onto the cushion. Your bum doesn't have to touch the wall. There can be space between them. It's going to be even gentler on your spine. And if there's anything else that you can do to get more comfortable, please by all means go for it. If there's any other way you'd like to spend your Shavasana in, you can also go back to lying down, or maybe you prefer to sit through it. If accessible, you can close your eyes or maybe just gaze far away. If you have a blanket, you can cover your upper body with the blanket. If there's any more wiggle that you feel your body needs, go for it. We're gonna gently start slowing down here and tune inwards. And if that doesn't make any sense, we're just gonna check how all that movement impacted the body. So if you're up for it, I'd invite you to do a body scan with me. I'm gonna walk you through each part of the body, and you don't have to move it. You can just think about it, see if it's there, but if it helps to move it, by all means, do so. This is your practice. We're gonna start just like at the beginning with checking in with the breath. Just seeing if it's slower, maybe faster after all the shaking. Is there anything you'd like to change? Maybe take deeper breaths while we're here. Or maybe you're good. So once you have that, can you bring your attention to the tip of your head? If that means moving your head left to right, you can move your head. Just trying to think about the very center of the head. And now moving that attention to the spot between your eyebrows. If you want to move your eyebrows to better feel it, go for it. Just thinking about this spot. Now moving down to your throat. And from the throat, we're gonna split right and left to our shoulders. We're gonna start with the right side. So thinking and bringing the attention to your right shoulder, your right elbow, right wrist. All the fingers there, starting with the thumb, first finger, middle finger, third finger, and pinky. Coming back to the right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, and moving to the left side. So left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, and all the fingers there. Your thumb, your first finger, middle finger, third and pinky. Back to the wrist, elbow, shoulder. And now moving to the center of your chest, to your sternum, just for a moment. You can take a deeper breath, expanding the ribs to feel it better. And moving down to your belly button, maybe taking an exhale, feel the belly contract. Going down towards your intimate parts and splitting again left and right. We're gonna start right again with our right hip. Going down the leg towards the right knee, right shin, right ankle, the sole of the feet and all the toes there. The first big toe, second, third, fourth, and a little toe. Coming back through the heel, the ankle, back to the knee, and the hip again. Moving to the left side now, starting with the left hip, going down the leg towards the left knee, through the calf towards the left ankle, the heel, sole of the foot, and all the toes there. The big toe, second, third, fourth, and the little toe. Coming back through the heel, left ankle, left knee, left hip. Meeting again through your intimate parts, belly button, your chest, the throat, the spot between your eyebrows, and the tip of your head again. Feeling all those body parts just relax here. I'm going to leave you here now in your Shavasana, so please take all the time you need to rest here. Breathing naturally and just allowing yourself to be. Thank you.